Well, fans can't contain their excitement at the Rams house. Here at CBS2, it is Rams Fan Friday, and we are kicking off Rams training camp.
And here's a look from above. Sky 2 live over the Rams camp, where diehard Rams fans got a chance to meet their favorite players. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of CBS 2 News at 5 o'clock. It is Rams Fan Friday.
And kicking off the fun, our very own Pat Harvey and Jim Hill. They're live at Rams training camp at UC Irvine. Hi there, Pat and Jim.
Hi there, Susie and Jeff. We are out here having an amazing day. I mean, Jim knows this, but the Rams really know how to throw a party.
They certainly do, and there are more fans here than they've ever had before since the Rams moved here and started training on the campus of UC Irvine, which says a heck of a lot for the Rams and especially for their fans.
Absolutely, and they are out here tenfold. And I just might add that Jim Hill has been getting more autographs too.
No,
Yes,
that's not true.
He's just being very
Who
modest.
did Rampage just come over and hug?
But he hugged you too, Jim.
No, he
but
didn't.
You know what? That's just the love that we're feeling out here today, and the love that the players are feeling out here from their fans. And we have a lot more in store for you. We're going to talk to some coaches.
Yeah, we're going to talk to some coaches. We're going to talk first up to Kevin Demoff, who's the COO of the Los Angeles Rams. He's been a very busy man the last few months. And we're going to talk about what he's done and what he's getting ready to do in the near future.
And that's going to be amazing. That billion-dollar stadium. We have a lot to tell you guys about, but for now we're going to send it back to you, Jeff and Susie, for the rest of the day's headlines.
Okay, Jim and Pat, look forward to that. Thank you so much. Let's get to some breaking news now. Up north, the devastating wildfire near Shasta has exploded to 44,450 acres. Drone video shows the devastation left behind by the fire.
Well, 2 firefighters were killed and more than 100 homes destroyed. CBS 2's Peter Dowd is live tonight in our newsroom with the very latest on this destructive and deadly fire. Peter?
Susie and Jeff, people reported seeing a wall of flames as the fire marched toward their homes. It was going so fast they barely had time to grab some things and get out. Homes were still on fire Friday morning after a night of devastation in Shasta County. The sun burned through a haze of smoke, revealing blackened cars and the charred rubble of houses.
Devastating. Homes were exploding, cars were exploding.
Tom Mahan ran into a burning neighborhood to help save the home of his friend, firefighter Donovan Lee.
First thing that I seen was an RV trying to come out with all the evacuees. You could tell he was driving frantic, and as he entered the intersection, he actually hit a sheriff's squad car and drug it about 200 feet.
It was pretty intense.
Lee did save his home, hosing it down as flames surrounded him.
There were a couple times when I was thinking like, oh, maybe this wasn't a good idea.
It just kind of makes me a little sick.
Judy Hine lost the home she lived in for 18 years. She had enough time to gather some belongings.
You need your important papers and you need this, but you just don't want to stop there.
The fire killed one firefighter from the city of Redding and a fire inspector who was helping battle the flames. Thousands have been evacuated and dozens of buildings were destroyed.
We're seeing fires occur. There were literally almost what can be described as a tornado occurred over this fire yesterday. This fire was whipped up into a whirlwind of activity, uprooting trees, moving vehicles, moving parts of roadways, very significant extreme winds that are challenging for firefighters and obviously putting both the public and firefighters at risk.
Again, the number of homes destroyed has now jumped to at least 125, and the situation is so dicey and dangerous, an evacuation center at a high school in Redding had to quickly evacuate. They moved people to Shasta College. In the newsroom, Peter Dowd, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Peter, thank you for that. And our own Jasmine Veal happened to be in Redding. She ended up helping her grandparents evacuate and sent us this report. Take a look.
They're okay. It seems like a lot of these residents are okay, the ones I've spoken to, but they've described this, as you can see, just as Armageddon. These residents had little to no warning, no evacuation warnings because this fire just exploded. We're not sure if a backburn got out of control or what caused these homes here on this street to burn. You can see right across the street, though, this one burned and those did not. So this is, again, just an example of how random these fires blow through here.
Well, thankfully, Jasmine's family is okay. They got out just in the nick of time.
And back here at home, fire crews continue to battle the Cranston fire in Riverside County.
The fire in the San Bernardino National Forest grew to 11,500 acres. The flames so fierce, it is only 3% contained at this point. It's destroyed at least 5 homes.
More than 6,000 people are under mandatory evacuation, and now people in Paradise Corner are under an evacuation warning as well. Well, the man accused of starting that Cranston fire appeared in court today. 32-year-old Brandon McGlover of Temecula pleaded not guilty to 15 felony counts of arson. He's accused of also setting 8 other small fires. Police arrested McGlover after someone reported him as a suspect. He's now being held on $3.5 million bail. Prosecutors have not commented yet on any motive.
And CBS 2's Nicole Comstock has been covering this destructive fire, and she joins us live in Mountain Center along Highway 74. Nicole?
And we've seen a lot more hand crews out here today along Highway 74, going to those areas that the Cranston fire has already burned through. Right now, it is most actively burning here in Apple Canyon, and they are relying heavily on helicopters dropping water on these spots.
Wow. I thought this had made it, but you know, we were talking the other night. We said, you know, if theirs went, I'm sure this went too.
It's a haunting sight. The home Steve and Marcia Thompson spent 7 years of their lives in, burned down to its bare bones.
We used to invite everybody from the marina.
It's near and dear to their hearts, this tight-knit community on Deerfoot Lane in Idlewild. Years ago, the couple moved just up the street. They walked down the road Friday to discover what the Cranston fire did to their former home.
And that was Tom and Daryl's cabin.
What it did to their close neighbors' homes.
This house up here was called Whale Rock before it's gone.
CAL FIRE is still out here in this neighborhood, hosing down everything around these 5 burned homes because they know that soon enough these homeowners will be back trying to salvage what they can.
Making sure that this is cold and put this area to bed.
CAL FIRE Captain Scott Viziak says 116 fire engines from across the state and 163 firefighters are here battling the Cranston fire. 2 of them were injured. Friday, crews fought the fire from the air, attacking the flames that continued to tear through the Apple Canyon area near Lake Hemet.
And that's where a lot of the efforts with the helicopters and fixed wings are right now.
And CAL FIRE says already the Cranston fire has cost about $3 million for them to begin fighting. They're expecting the bill could get up to $34 million for them to continue fighting it and contain it. For now, reporting live in Mountain Center, Nicole Comstock, CBS 2 News.
Now to a close call today when a driver in the Cajon Pass caught this grass fire burning on the northbound side of Highway 138. We're told an overheated truck sparked the flames. Only an acre burned, and aircraft battling nearby fires took care of it.
And remember to stay with CBS 2 News throughout the night for continuing coverage of the California wildfires. You can get the very latest information anytime on our website at cbsla.com.
It is the Fan Friday. Let's go now back out to Pat and Jim live at the Fan Friday Rams camp in Irvine.
All right, thank you so much, Jeff and Susie. And yes, we are here with Executive Vice President and COO for the Los Angeles Rams, Mr. Kevin Demoff. And Kevin, thanks so much for joining us today.
What a great day. Thanks for coming. It's fun.
It
in
is.
The shade, right? The best part of the day.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing about going out on the field with Pat. They give us shades and fans and all these other things. Yeah,
they do that for you all the time.
Yeah, but Kevin, I'd like for you to go back and talk about how you've seen this organization grow off the field since your first year here, because just look at the fans you have here more so than you've had here before.
Yeah, I think today was the largest attendance we've had at any training camp in our 3 years back, and it's a great credit to Ronald Zarate-Bayani, our Chief Marketing Officer, who wanted to kick off training camp with a bang, bring in season ticket members, really revamping how you enter, what you do, the whole stage, getting Sean McVay up to rally the fans early and bringing a high energy to this practice. And I think it just shows the growth of the organization over the past few years, from coming back and having the special part being that we're back to now. These people are diehard Rams fans and excited about what Sean McVay and this team have done, and they're excited about defending the NFC West in 2018.
And Pat, from day one, the Rams have been in the field, in the community, even before they played one down of football on the field.
that's something that we really, really appreciate, and the fans love to see you out there in the community. And you do so many things for charity and for people, not just the fans, but people that the guys will probably never meet in their lifetime. Kids with special needs, education, you go to schools. That's pretty huge.
And we have community groups here today. And I think, look, this is year 3, to your point, Jim. When you lay roots each year, it's about getting better each year. And it's not just the football, though we're fortunate to have a really good team, a young team with stars, but I think you're seeing the progression of the organization. This is really what, when Stan Kroenke moved the team back, what he envisioned as we go into the new stadium in Inglewood. It's getting better each year, and you have to improve upon each year. And even what we did on the field last year was good, but it wasn't good enough. And I think that's true with how we view the organization. And today, these fans, 10,000 here strong, to us, that's about getting better each year. And next year, we've got to make it 15,000, 20,000.
Hey,
yeah, and
how
they'll
about
get
global?
that. Yeah, but he's been very busy during the off season too.
It's been a fun off season. I mean, you know, when I walked out yesterday and the first practice snap was Brandon Cooks versus Marcus Peters, I turned to Les Snead and I said, "This is a little different than last year." If I told you that's what it would be, 2 All-Pros who weren't here a year ago. But I think the team's coming together. They've had a great off season. I think, you know, whether it's the progression of the stadium, the progression of the team, the arrow's pointing up, and we got to keep working to make that happen. What we've done today is great, but we're still just scratching the surface of what the Los Angeles Rams can be.
Well, you do have a reveal for us, right? Something new. The uniforms, they've changed.
The uniforms, that was the fun announcement today, and I mean, fans are so passionate about our uniforms, and so many who grew up with the Rams here in the 60s and 70s,
right?
The blue and yellow, and we were able to tell our fans today that we're going to wear our blue and yellow for 5 home games, and we have the chance to wear them in the playoffs, and really that will become one of our primary uniforms along with the white and blue. So the fans, you know, their revolt against our uniforms worked. The NFL did hear them, and I give the NFL a lot of credit for listening to the fans, being very fan friendly, and as a result, the blue and yellow you see here is here for the next 2 years, and by 2020 we walk in the new stadium, we'll have a completely new uniform, and
there you go.
Maybe we'll get Jim out of a suit and actually
and I hope I'm around for that, Kevin.
into a new Rams t-shirt.
This
no
one
bias,
is amazing.
just to be done.
Yeah, but that one right there is amazing. I don't think you can buy that anywhere. That's
you
a
could
hipster Rams
this is a hipster Nike Ram shirt, so we can do our best.
Well, hey, we want to thank you again for having us out here, and much continued success to you and the Los Angeles Rams.
No, thank you. It was a great day with CBS, although you caused a little bit of a scare with your helicopter.
That's Stu Mandel up there. What did you think it was?
We thought it was the Seahawks trying to spy on practice. So, Stu, you did a good job.
All right, Kevin.
Thank you,
Well,
guys.
thanks a lot, and we'll be back with more from LA Rams training camp. But right now, back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you very much. Can you imagine Jim without a suit on? I don't think so.
I asked him, I said, "Are you going to wear a linen suit when you're out there?" So he goes, "No, the players wear a uniform. I wear my uniform."
That's his uniform.
You got it.
Ahead, scrambling to come up with Plan B. A couple set to marry in Idlewild this weekend, now looking for another venue. The fire there canceled their plans.
Plus, could LAUSD teachers be headed for a strike? What stalled contract negotiations today?
Hey everybody, I'm Garth Kemp. It's weather on the road. What's up, Rampage? How are you, my friend? All the fans are out here, right? Are we all learning to play well? Oh, down. Oh, tackle. Oh, they're piling on. This is not going to end well. We'll check out the weather. Oh.